Now we begin with news of yet another provocation by North Korea. North Korea launched a ballistic missile from a submarine off its east coast in the early morning hours today in clear defiance of an international ban. Let's go live to our Hyunbin at Seoul's Ministry of National Defense. Now, Hyunbin, what is different about this missile launch compared to previous ones?
Well, good evening, Conn-young. First, the distance of travel. Now, the ministry officials say they tracked the submarine-launched ballistic missile as it flew 500 kilometers before coming down to the East Sea. Now, the SLBM was fired from a sub in waters off the eastern city of Sinpo at around 5:30 a.m. Korea time. Now, breaching Japan's air defense identification zone by about 80 kilometers. Now, that's according to Seoul. Now, this is what they had to say.
North Korea's SLBM launch is a threat to South Korea's security, and we caution that the act is a clear violation of UN Security Council resolutions. We will maintain joint defense readiness and counter any provocations from the north.
Military officials say the SLBM was shot at a high angle, and if fired properly, it could well have traveled more than 1,000 kilometers. Now, the JCS says the launch was an armed protest against the annual South Korea-U.S. military drill known as Ulchi Freedom Guardian, which started on Monday. Now, North Korea, which had earlier threatened to retaliate, sees the exercise as a rehearsal for a northward invasion. But Seoul and Washington have reportedly said the drills are purely defensive in nature.
Right, and Seoul and Washington have repeatedly said that it's defensive of nature. Hyunbin, what are we making out of the North missile technology?
Well, South Korean military says North Korea had made some major improvements in terms of its SLBM technology since previous launches, and adding that if the missile was fully fueled, it could have flown more than 2,000 kilometers. Now, officials say the military will remain on high alert and is ready to counter any further provocations. Now, because the missiles are practically impossible to detect before launch, North Korea's SLBMs pose a particularly serious threat to regional stability and South Korea's national security. Back to you, Conn-young.
Thanks. Our Hyunbin from the Ministry of National Defense in downtown Seoul.